Hello. Grow potatoes indoors for a fast start. How does that work? Well, I'm going to show you. This is an early potato. As you can see, it's chitting up nicely, so it's ready to go. Problem is, it's very wet outdoors, and up until yesterday we had lots of snow, but the rains arrived, washed the snow away, but it's still bitingly cold, so there's no chance of planting these guys outdoors, not yet. So we're going to plant them indoors. I've done this for a number of years. I know it works. I'm going to show you how I do it. You might want to give it a shot. You might be able to tell people that you've got your early potatoes in and that they're growing. How good would that be? Even though it's really cold outdoors, you've managed to get them away. Right, let me show you this. Okay, so that's the early potato. This is some compost or soil. This is a yogurt pot. If you're a follower of mine, you'll have seen me use these before. I've got my gardening knife with me just to make life a bit easier. And I've cut a cardboard disc that'll fit in the top of that yogurt pot. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to convert this potato into a potato plant in a number of weeks. This potato will not only have shoots, it will have roots. It'll have become a potato plant in its own right, indoors. I'm just going to put an inch or so of soil in the bottom of this yogurt pot. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit this early potato on that soil. Let me see if I can show you that. I'm holding that with my finger. Now I'm going to fill this yogurt pot with soil, but before I do that, check this out. This is what you might be looking at in a few weeks' time if you do this. Okay, let's top this pot off. Potato hasn't moved, it's still sitting centrally in that pot. Okay, I'll just make sure I've got a decent contact in there by pressing this cardboard disc in. Okay. We'll leave a little room at the top of this pot because when these shoots break through, they will want to spill some of this soil over the edges of this yogurt pot. The knife is just to recover this. That's it. Now you've no need to water this because there isn't a plant in there, there's just a potato in there. There'll be a plant in there when you see the shoots breaking through that soil. That's when you need to start watering. But for the time being, just leave it on a windowsill. Do a few of these, why not? If you've got some yogurt pots and you've got some early potatoes, why not do a few of these? Now then, so in a few weeks' time we have a potato plant. You've seen what it potentially could look like. Okay, and you're thinking, well, what do we do next? Well, let me show you what we do next. This is one of those 10-inch water buckets that I like to grow potatoes in. Okay, we're going to put this potato plant in this 10-inch bucket. Now okay, so we've taken it out of here, we've got it in our hand and we want to put it in here. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to put another couple of inches of soil in there and we're going to sit that plant on that soil, and then we're going to fill that pot up. And already I can hear you say, well, you're going to bury that potato up, it's going to be totally covered, and you're right, it is. But we have a cunning trick up our sleeves that makes sure that the top of the potato doesn't get damaged. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these off the table. And I'm going to pin on this table a link that'll show these potatoes being potted up. So you'll actually see the potato plant that you potentially will have in a few weeks' time being potted up in a few months' time. Okay, it coincides with the weather warming up. And so instead of putting a potato in a pot or a potato in a bucket in a month or so's time, you'll actually be putting a potato plant in a bucket in a month or so time. Now that's got to be a fast start. Check this out.